case. The theme being movement, I just imagine that seems to me to have been a movement away from free speech and towards a wee bit of censorship, and particularly self-censorship. I mean, I think the cancel culture it worries me a lot. And when you're my age, there's quite a lot of the world I don't understand, and there's quite a lot of the world I'm not now sure whether I'm allowed to write about. So that's where this poem comes from, and it's called I've Got Sensory Issues, and very cleverly, sensory is spelled with a C. So here we go. When writing, why should I censor myself? My talent has not been described as a wealth, and my numbers in socials are laughably low, so am I influential? That's a definite no. Then why, whenever I light up my screen, is my first thought, be careful in case this is seen? Then another creative handbrake's deployed, the myriad subjects it's best to avoid. So, I'll steer clear of racism, that's probably key. So I won't mention statues or taking the knee. And unless I'm up for a fight, I'll refrain from interpreting Gaza, Sudan or Ukraine. And as for matters relating to sex, well, that's when things start to get really complex. It's no longer enough to be passive, some say. My liberal credentials must be on display. I must cheer you at Pride as you march in your finery. I must take their side when they say they're non-binary. And of course, it's imperative now that I'm cool that kids might be trans before primary school. Do they ever consider when promoting this stuff that for some, this is ideologically tough? I come from a time when we used words like bender. My world had misworld, now I must not misgender. I must also ignore biological facts because it's well established that attracts horrendous pylons and accusations and serious far-reaching cancellations. Now you see, I've got carried away and I've said things it's probably dangerous to say. I might well discover my opinions displease those guardians of some inequalities. And if by some quirk or an algorithm they can view my work through their particular prism, they'll be shocked and offended and feeling quite faint. They might even lodge a formal complaint. But I was once taught that art was supposed to provoke a reaction and stimulate thinking in folk. But now it would seem we're in such a state. The police might record this as non-crime hate. So whatever my actual influence sphere, if I write the wrong thing, then things could get severe. So what is my answer? Here's my self-advice. Don't poke people's hang-ups. Hang up your device.